Welcome to PTE Ultra. In this video, I'll show you a simple way to answer PTE Describe Image with better structure, clarity, and confidence. Describe Image is not just about saying what you see on the screen. A good answer should explain the main information, show the relationship between the details, and finish with a clear conclusion. So, instead of trying to describe everything, focus on what is important. In the exam, you will get 25 seconds to study the image and prepare your answer. Then, you will have 40 seconds to speak. Pearson scores this task mainly on content, pronunciation, and oral fluency. Content means how well you describe the image. Pronunciation means how clearly your words can be understood. Oral fluency means how smoothly and naturally you speak. So, your goal is simple. Speak clearly, stay organized, and avoid unnecessary information. Now, let's use a simple 4-step route. First, study the topic, the visual type, the units, and the main idea. Second, plan 3 or 4 key points. Don't write full sentences, just write short keywords. Third, take one calm breath before you speak. Fourth, answer in this order: overview, main details, relationship, and conclusion. During preparation time, don't try to write a full script. Use the first few seconds to understand the image. Then, write only the most useful keywords. Before the tone, try to decide your conclusion. This will help you speak more confidently instead of thinking too much while speaking. After the tone, start speaking straight away. Begin with a simple overview. Then explain the main details. After that, connect the details by showing comparison, trend, difference, or relationship. Finally, end with a short conclusion. There is no need to rush. Speak clearly and naturally. Your answer should sound organized, not memorized. There are 3 scoring traits you should remember. The first one is content. This checks whether you describe the image accurately and with enough detail. The second one is pronunciation. This checks whether your words are easy to understand. The third one is oral fluency. This checks whether your rhythm, phrasing, and speaking speed sound smooth and natural. Now, choose the structure based on the image. For simple charts, maps, and diagrams, use a features-first structure. Start with an overview, mention the main features, explain the most important detail, and finish with a takeaway. For charts with many categories or variables, use a comparison structure. Start with the general relationship, compare the main points, mention any exception or outlier, and finish with the overall idea. You can also use simple analytical vocabulary to make your answer sound better. For trends, you can say, rose sharply, remained stable, decreased gradually, or reached a peak. For comparison, you can say, in contrast, significantly lower, slightly higher, or nearly double. For approximation, you can say, roughly half, around 2/3, just over, or just under. For conclusions, you can say, overall, this suggests, or the most notable finding is. Now, let's look at some common mistakes. Don't repeat a memorized answer word for word. Don't list random numbers without explaining what they mean. Don't skip the relationship or conclusion. Try to avoid filler sounds like and And don't add personal opinions or outside knowledge. Just describe what is visible in the image. To improve, follow 4 simple practice habits. First, always look for relationships in the image. Second, record your answer and listen to it. Third, sometimes practice with background noise so you feel more prepared for test center distractions. Fourth, don't stop too early. Use your time to add one more useful detail or make your conclusion stronger. After every attempt, ask yourself a few quick questions. Did I identify the topic, visual type, units, and main idea? Did I plan only 3 or 4 keywords? Did I mention specific visible details? Did I explain relationships or implications? Did I speak clearly and naturally? Now, here is a simple model response. The chart illustrates the proportion of time spent on different activities during a typical workday. The largest category is working and commuting, accounting for just over 9 hours. In contrast, eating and drinking takes just over an hour, while household tasks account for around 42 minutes. Overall, the data suggests that work and commuting dominate the daily schedule, leaving limited time for personal activities. This is a simple pattern you can practice. Overview, main details, relationship, and conclusion. Once you repeat this structure regularly, describe image becomes much easier and more natural. Now practice one describe image question. Record your answer, fix one mistake, and try again. Practice smarter, score higher. Free practice and mock tests at pteultra.com.